All right, well, welcome everybody. We're just gonna give a minute or so for people to start rolling in here with the notifications sent out. Thank you all so much for coming in early. We got Rhapsody and Ancient and Kinky on the stage with me here today.
I'm back, baby.
Woohoo! And
Woohoo!
yeah, and what is it? And for anybody that is, just kind of popping in here and stuff. We normally do a character workshop on Fridays, but given it's Black Friday, it is the day after Thanksgiving in the United States. I figured we'd do something a little different, a little more interactive, and I'm very curious to see how you guys react to this. It is nothing too big at the beginning, but I feel like the more we add on to this, the more interesting it's going to get. Um,
Mhm.
so,
Victor, I have a question.
yes, what is your question?
Why is there a sofa on the stage?
Is there a sofa on the stage?
Yes.
Um, where? Oh, this. Oh, okay. The couch on my screen. I say, okay, I
It's
see it.
right here.
Yeah, yeah. There is a couch there.
What is this?
If I zoom out, you can see there's a cushion there.
Yeah.
So I gotta fix that though. Yeah. It's yeah, there is a couch there. It's a view to the beautiful foggy foggy coastline. It is indeed comfy. I bet you would have to ask Rhapsody. I don't know. Like I know my butt likes it, but I don't know about the rest of y'all's butts. Um,
I think Victor's couch was very comfy.
my cheap ass Amazon couch I found by reverse image searching a couch that was too expensive. I saved so much money doing
Yes.
that. My God, it was ridiculous. Um, that's the way to do it. Yeah, just reverse image search anything you're gonna buy. In fact, that's a Black Friday tip right there. If you see something online, don't buy it right away. Reverse image search it and see if you can find cheaper prices of it somewhere else, or preferably another listing on the same website you're likely using. The big A.
That's so smart.
You just reverse image search it, and you'll find like people selling the exact same product for significantly cheaper, and then search for coupons on it. Yeah, that'll work.
Oh yeah, because they definitely raise their prices for a month around like November, and then lower them so that it looks like they're on sale, like a big sale.
Yeah, yeah,
You
it's
know.
all artificial. All of it, all of it. The sale prices are nonsense. For the most part, anyway. Um, let's see here. Okay, so just to give you guys a little intro, my name is Victor Gnarly. I'm the former visual effects artist for various different Cartoon Network shows. I worked on a couple different Adult Swim shows as well, like Robot Chicken, Moral Oral, and a couple others. And now I'm doing this with you guys, and I'm so excited to get into what we're getting into today, which is, like I said, is going to be a bit more interactive of a stream than even what we normally do because we have two different threads that you guys can start contributing to right now. We have VC Create, which you see on the left side of my screen here, or I guess right side of my screen. That's where we can all prompt together, and you can find that on the Midjourney server right here by scrolling on down to the stage, and just above it you'll see VC Create and VC Text. VC Text is where the chat is on the left side here, where you guys can chat with us, hang out, talk, all that kind of stuff. It'll all be here, and yeah, I mean, this is such a fun way to work with you guys. I'm so stoked to be able to find a new project every time to like collaborate and make new things together. So what you guys are already seeing here is a bunch of members, a bunch of regulars contributing stuff onto VC Create. We do have a couple of little things to show you guys, as well as I am going to show Snoopy's Thanksgiving parade. When did you guys make that? The prompts giving, was that yesterday, or I saw a video that Snoopy posted that I definitely want to play here a little later in the stream. Um, but any info I can get on it, it is quite goofy, right, Tanner? Um, so let's see here. I put it together yesterday, but what's the but? I had to ask floats for 2 weeks. Oh, okay, yeah. I bet you had to pester plenty of people to be like, "Hey, do it, give me, give me, give me something to work with." Um, Okay, all right, cool. Well, we'll be playing that a little later today. What we're going to be doing for now, though, is we are going to be messing around with a program called Tabletop Simulator. I don't know if you guys have ever used Tabletop Simulator, but if you do have Tabletop Simulator, you can actually join a server that I have open right now that lets you just join the stage. So if you do have Tabletop Simulator, you're welcome to just put in this information right here. The server is mid and the password is journey. You can go ahead and join our little teeny tabletop experience we got going on here. So let me turn that on really quick so that you guys can see that. Oh, that is not on the right layer. Why is that not in the right place? Hold on. It should be open on this one. There we go. Boop. There we go. All right. So what you see here is Tabletop Simulator. And we are going to show you guys how to make custom games with Midjourney and your characters. We normally focus on characters with this stream, but with Black Friday and all, I think it'll be a more fun way to see you guys making custom cards. And maybe we'll end up with we'll start off with just a simple trading card game, but then we'll end up with something a little more complex later. So we're gonna go through all the steps of how I made this entire space here, as well as the characters that I troll for you has generated in 3D. So we'll go over this stuff probably a little later in terms of how these were made exactly. I troll for you did these models here and used a it's gonna take a second to load for anybody that is just loading up. Goddamn UK. Yeah. But I'm going to be showing you guys all sorts of cool things that we'll be able to do in Tabletop Simulator, and you're going to also hear our regulars from our game nights that we host on Thursdays joining immediately because they all have Tabletop Simulator. Sneakily loads up a VPN. There you go. But the key thing that we're going to be going into today is not just uploading URLs and getting these images into the game, but we're also going to be messing around with how to generate a consistent theme or style for your cards. So feel free to mess around with anyone that is on the board. You're welcome to start messing around with this board while I hop back over to VC Create. But you can see here, yes, the cards are just example cards to get us started. They are fully generated. They were all made with Midjourney. And it's so cool to be able to have instantly interactable 3D stuff like this. So let's get into it. So let me go ahead and turn this off while you guys mess with that. I am going to now load up our this style reference that will be starting off all this. This, at least for the game that I have set up here, this little experience, I have used a style reference that I found from the style creator. For anyone that was here last week, we demoed Midjourney's new style creator, and it is so much fun. It is such a great way to feel, not just feel, but own some identity with the images that you make with Midjourney, because they do come out with this really consistent aesthetic. So if you go to the style creator, you'll be able to make your own and essentially just prompt your way into your own art style. But if we also go to the explore page, you're going to see tons of examples of different styles that have been created already. And the one that I'm using is actually the one that's on the top right now. This style reference right here. And we can just click on this on the Midjourney website to instantly get a style reference code. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to essentially generate a card with Midjourney. The only real rule when it comes to making cards is that you want to use an aspect ratio that makes sense for a card. The games come in all shapes and sizes, right? But when it comes to just trying to get everything uniform here, we want to make sure that our aspect ratio is 710. AR 710. And that is going to lock in the aspect ratio of the image to be like a playing card. I'm also going to paste that style reference that we had picked here. And we will start off with a void prompt, just an empty prompt. So just quote. And that will give us our initial image here that will get us a starting point. just to give us an idea of what the style reference is going to give us, as well as what we can do with it, or at least how we can explore the different tools we have here in Midjourney. So let's see what we got right off the bat. Oh, this is cute. I just love this stark black look. I know this is not everyone's forte. A lot of people here are real into, of course, high quality anime. Most of our characters fall into that. But I wanted you guys to explore having this sort of unified aesthetic. It's kind of like a tarot card, right? And see what you guys come up with it. Because when you start combining Omni references with this style reference, it's surprising how well this works. You could see the first one I did was actually with Ancient, and that's the one I uploaded into the game. So if I zoom in really close here, there's Ancient. I made a fun. I just love the power effect on his hand. I just love all of that. So that's really cute. I also made a back of the card using that same style reference, and I just love this aesthetic so much. The other thing that you don't see here is that not only did I make the game mat here, but I also made the world that's around it using that style reference. So you can see we have an entire playable space that's now within the same style reference. So and look, Rhapsody set up her card on top of the on top of my base E card here. This is just a couple.
E.
Yeah. This is just a couple different generic A through Z cards that I generated using remix mode to get different letters on each card, and I'll be going through that as well, because you can upload not just individual cards like this, but you can upload entire decks, which is what I've made here as a little preview for you guys. So yeah, again, if you want to hop into the tabletop simulator game, feel free. The server is open. There's not a lot to do right now, but we're gonna add things over time. So yeah, I'll go ahead and mute that real quick and hop ourselves right into VC Create and see what you guys are making. Let's see. We have Enid. I love how much
Are they looking for the link to the tabletop? I didn't see it either.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and paste that here. The best way to do it is actually with the server search here. Yeah, server mid password journey. That is going to be the easiest way to join. Where though? On Tabletop Simulator. Like you'll need to actually open up inside of the server browser inside of Tabletop Simulator, and we should probably post the link to Tabletop Sim in text if possible, in VC text. But if
Yeah,
not,
that's what I was looking for as well.
okay, all right, cool. Yeah, we'll get that to you guys. But that it's not like something you could just load with the browser. You're going to have Steam in order to download Tabletop Simulator. But we will have these all accessible to you guys at the end of the stream, so that we can even go to different games and stuff with these cards. So we'll see. Okay. So thank you, Ancient. I really do appreciate that. So yeah, if you go ahead and click on this link right here, the store.steampowered.com link, it'll take you to Tabletop Simulator, and that's how you're going to be able to load up the board here and start messing around with the 3D assets that we create today. The only thing I didn't prep myself for properly before this stream really was the uploading 3D models, because that's what I Troll For You did for me ahead of time, and so I'll probably have to do a little bit of live experimenting for that when we get to there. But for now, I want to see what you guys can do with these cards, and I'm already seeing some really cute stuff from both Enid and Gompasta. But let's go ahead and try to incorporate a character from our Gnarly Studio server inside of this card style here, this almost tarot card style. And you can see all the two that are being sent in so far are done with all written prompts. We're going to take advantage of omni referencing to be able to bring our characters that we've pre-made into this sort of art style. So the first thing I'm going to do is load up the Gnarly Studio server. So let me grab a link to that for myself, because I also forgot to to do that. Let me grab that here.
I got your link.
All good. Thank you. And open up browser here. There we go. white out the screen for a second here. There we go. Okay. So on the character portal, you're going to find tons of characters. We have so many at this point. It's well over 200 characters here, and they're contributed by so many people here that it kind of boggles me just the volume of diversity in characters that we've made here, and we featured them in various different things. The most recent being Rodney from the for the Sage comics, and he was featured in my most recent Sage comic. There's a lot of utility that comes out of posting to the character portal. You can watch your characters all over the place pop up, but we just encourage people that if you do make anything with these characters, just to please submit under that entry. So if you use Bubbles, please just post under Bubbles' post so that they're able to get a ping letting them know that you use their character. But let's go ahead and make one for. We could do Bubbles, but let's do Gal, because Gal is a pretty well known fantasy character from our series. So let's go ahead and just borrow Gal here really quick by taking our favorite image of him. I like this one a lot. I'm going to hit copy image address just to get us the link of Gal here. And then I'm going to use the Midjourney website to actually paste that link into the top bar here, which will automatically populate as an image that we can use as either an image prompt, a style reference, an omni reference, or make a video of it. We're going to use it as an omni reference. And then I'm going to describe this as a playing card. Now we could set an additional parameter here called omni weight. I would recommend a low omni weight to match the art style of the card. If you increase the stylize too high as well, it can kind of lose the art style. So you just want to be, we'll balance these out as we work with these. For now, I'm going to do hyphen omni weight and start with a higher number and then work our way down, because I want to show you guys what this looks like. And then lastly, we need to set an aspect ratio of 7:10 to be a card. So let's go ahead and submit that. And we'll take a look. You can see how many backgrounds and things I was messing with the head of the stream. So let's see here. Okay. We'll just give that a moment to load, and then whatever I like from this, I'll share in VC Create. And I'll show you guys how to do that as well. Because you can prompt inside of midjourney.com or VC Create and then bring things over to VC Create. So we probably want to describe actually him as a more of who the character is rather than the fact that we want a playing card, because there's so much stuff already in this style reference that kind of lends towards playing cards. You can notice that the character is always just holding cards in this one, right? So why don't we, and I do like the art, don't get me wrong, but that's not really what I'm looking for. So why don't we call him the Purple Wizard or something? So we could say the old Purple Wizard. And that should get us something that's a little more in line with the with our intent of creating a playing card of this character. There's a couple different ways that we could approach this when it comes to like how we're going to use Tabletop Simulator. Right now, I'm just using it as a way to collect the deck, but it is something that if we wanted to incorporate game rules from, like, you can do a reskinning of an existing game, you can do that with Tabletop Simulator. So you could just basically import all your own cards and then use the rules of a different game in order to like kind of speed run into this sort of process of game development. But it's such a fun way to do it. I just really have so much fun. We did this with a game called Dominion.
Oh yeah.
Where me and my friends all came together and we made something called the Cat Deck, where we made a bunch of cats that messed up the game rules in very specific ways. Because we got so bored with it during COVID of playing the same game a dozen times, we ended up making our own games. So it's fun.
We can sink hours, days, months into this.
Right.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. So you could see here that with a omni weight of 255, it is very similar to the card or to the image that we've already have, right? Where he's just kind of in a moment of questioning face, looking up, all that kind of stuff. This is why a lower omni weight makes a lot of sense, because you want more of the style reference or the style that's being used rather than what's being influenced by the omni reference image. So let's drop that number now to 55. I'm taking 200 off of that weight entirely. So what this should do is it should bring us much closer to this art style again. But we'll see what it do, and then we'll take it from there. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I am. I'm definitely. I'm happy to be at this place in my life now where I'm. I feel like I I kind of have the self control to be able to be like, yeah, I know what I'm gonna be doing for the holidays, and I'm going to like. I don't have a million factors pulling me in different directions. I just had a nice dinner and I just have this going today, and it's just it's so much easier than my life even just a couple of years ago. Frantically running around all over the place because my family lives in like 3 different parts of the world, so holidays are always hectic. But now things have calmed down a lot. But anyway, so let's look at these cards now with the lower omni weight, and now we are way closer to this sort of card look that I was hoping for, which is with the nice filigree on the edges and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and hit the more button on the side here, hit copy, and then job ID, because that's going to let us bring this job, these 4 image results, and bring them to VC Create. So we could use /show to paste a job ID into Discord, and that will let you be able to just share them directly on a Discord server. And now anyone can mess with them that has a Midjourney account can click these buttons and start iterating. And I want to see you guys do that. So the cool thing is that we could now take any other character and edit this prompt in real time. So like, let's take the dragon with the mustache, which I troll for you. I don't think has named still, but we'll go ahead and grab this guy here, copy image address, and inside of Discord now, I am going to hit this reroll button. And as long as you have remix mode on, it will pop up with this new window here. Let's go ahead and replace the link with the link of the dragon, and we're going to say a dragon with a big mustache, and then hit submit on that one. What this is going to do is it uses all the same like ingredients as the previous image that we've made, but it changes out the omni reference, and it changes out the description of the character that we're going to feature here. So let's take a look and see what we got. Move to 10% and stuck now. Yeah, sometimes that'll happen. I mean, especially on the holidays. Honestly, around the holidays is kind of an iffy time for a lot of things to keep functioning. So we'll see. But we got I troll for you. It's dead on the end. Oh, I'm so sorry. It'll come back though, Hillgarden. Here we have the mustache dragon. Perfect. So let's go ahead. I'm going to upscale one of these. I see you guys are already upscaled. You upscaled, of course, the derpiest one. Of course. But yes, it is indeed perfect. He has an extra mustache on the side of his face here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and show you guys how this works. So the thing is that the Midjourney images that we are uploading are not considered public enough for Tabletop Simulator. We're going to have to import it to another app to be able to say, hey, give me a public link. So I right click on this image, I hit copy image, and then I just go to Imager. Imager is like the easiest way for me to do this. I probably could load up my own server and do this, but this is fine. Imager works fine. And we'll just paste it directly into Imager. And I just got to give it a title, so we'll go Mustache Dragon. And then I hit post to gallery. As long as it's posted to gallery, it'll be a public link that you can access. So now I can just pop myself back over to my account here. Come on. There we go. And I will now grab this image, right click on it, and get our image address. This gives us a completely public JPEG link for us to use. And I can now hop myself back into Tabletop Simulator. And we are going to click on the objects button up here. And this gives us an idea of the things that we can start to imagine that we can generate. Okay? Because not only do we have decks of cards, we have blocks, boards, checkers, chess, dice, figures, various like Go things. I don't know what those things are called for Go, but the marbles, piece packs, player pawns, poker chips, RPG kit. The RPG kit people mess around with a lot. Is it Mentos? Do we call it? Yeah, let's call it Mentos. The Mentos from Go. And then various tools. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to cards, and then I'm going to create a custom card. If you do a custom deck, you actually have to include all the cards in a single image. So we're just going to do custom card, paste that into here, and then it'll give me a new pop-up here to paste the link for our front face of the card. You can see now we have the front face of the link here. Now we need the back face of the card. So I have that also on my Imager account. So let me grab that real quick. Boop, boop. Copy image address. And now paste that under the back of the card and then hit import. Okay. And just like that, we now have I Troll for You's card here. We can use the plus button to enlarge it to match about the size of the other cards. And now I Troll for You is in the game. Woo! So you can see I Troll for You I Troll for You attacks Ancient Chaos for 10 points. That kind of thing. We could start just to give you guys a little bit of a preview here of how we're going to do this. But the key things are the aspect ratio is 7:10, and you don't have to use my style reference. It's just I'm going to recommend it. I'm going to recommend it in order to make this all look fun. He counterspells. Ancient Chaos does counterspell. All right, I'll let you guys start messing with that in the game, and then I'll pop myself back in here in a minute.
I don't think we can.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think we can add our own links to the table.
Really? Okay. I will do that then. I will be the one doing that.
And Gunpotster wanted you to know that he won't be able to join any TTS thing that uses Imgur links.
Oh, really? Why?
I think it's banned in his country.
Really?
Imgur.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
The whole UK blocked Imgur and VPM ain't taken.
Okay.
VPN.
Okay. Well, that's a new thing. I didn't recognize that would be a problem. I mean, for the sake of the stream, I'm gonna keep going with what we got. But if we could run it on a local server for the images as well. But for now, it's just messing with cards. We're not really doing anything. Like we're not competing in a proper game or nothing. So yeah, don't stop for me. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Okay. All right. So now let's see what other cards we got here. I'm going to focus on just the ones that you guys upscale, okay? Just because I want to make sure it's cards you guys actually want for us to use. So if I see an upscaled card, that's the one that I'm probably going to end up uploading to the game here. This Chester with a gun and a rope. Okay.
I'm gonna send you mine.
Yeah, please.
I have the fitting card. It's not in the right aspect ratio, I think, because I did it before you said the aspect ratio.
I said it at the beginning. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, yes. That's cute. All right, let me copy that over. And now I will hop ourselves to Imager here. Paste that. And then submit. And Rio. And then paste the gallery. All right, so that's going to be our next card. So curious to see what you guys end up making with this, because it's gonna be funny because we could add custom stats and things to these too. But food coma, food coma, is what Rio's got here. So let's see here.
It's an effect.
It's an effect. Okay, good. And action. So let's go ahead and hit copy image address on this, and then do that again. Let me go ahead and click on objects, opponents, cards, custom card, paste that into there. And then I will put the face as this, and then oh, nope, don't play that. Why did that load that up? Okay, just a second here, guys. I need to hop myself back over to this. There we go. And grab the card back. All right. There we go. Rhapsody is now in. Rio is now in the game. So there we go. Bam. Okay. Sweet. We have now 3 cards.
You get food. You get food.
Everyone's got food comas. We do got to make one for Kinky as well. So let's see here. I'll pop myself back
Yeah.
over to the game here, or sorry, to the VC create here, and we'll include Chester here in a minute. But I want to see what we can do with Kinky's image here, and I can actually we do have a portal submission for her as well. There's a lot of fun cards from you guys already, but like I said, I will be focusing on the ones you guys upload. This is a cute no card. Any ones that are upscaled, I'll try to upload into this game, and we'll get a nice big deck going. Oh my god, you guys have already generated so much stuff. Okay, let me zoom past that a bit. Okay, cool. The dinosaurs are right. The dinosaur writing is too damn cute. Isn't this style reference kind of amazing? Like it's that perfect level of flat and vista and like distant vistas. It's like a deep focus. Everything is deep focus with this.
Really cool.
The style is very cute, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab Kinky real quick. We have Kinky inside the character portal, so let's just do that. Scroll on up to the top here. There she is. Boop. And now we just grab our favorite image of Kinky, whichever one we prefer. The one with the motorcycle is cute. I like this one. I like the one where Legal Beagle's pointing one. So let's copy image address. And then bring ourselves back into Midjourney this time. I'm just going to paste this into here. And then I will swap that to OmniReference. And now we can just describe Kinky. So we'll just say that she is actually. What do you want Kinky to be doing on the card? We've done just the character, but now I want you guys to give me something for her to do on the card. So make your suggestions in VC text, and what is it? I will use that as the prompt. Roll call. I'm curious to see what your suggestions are inside of VC text.
Roll call is what we do in prompt battle nowadays to make sure that everyone got their image in on time. Roll call. Yeah.
What is the thing that they say in like Mississippi or whatever? Roll Tide or whatever? Shoot, what is it? I forgot what state says that, but let's see. That's Alabama. Thank you. I don't know anything about the deep South. Honestly, I was from Kentucky, which is barely the South, but yeah, Alabama. So let's see. Roll call. I only know that unwillingly. That's funny. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to say that isn't it spelled raw call? Let's do let's see. They got a call Amma. Sorry, I'm stumbling my words today. I want a name when I'm loose. When I lose, they call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me the Deacon Blues of Deacon Blues. Steely Dan. It's peak. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say that a woman in red dress yells roll call. Why not? We'll just start off with that and see what we get. The whole thing with this is that we do want to give her some kind of action, maybe even a prop, because we'll be able to make items and objects as well inside of Tabletop Simulator. So we'll see what we end up making here first, just with this. I'm curious if it adds text to the image at all. Because usually when you put stuff in quotes in Midjourney, it can oftentimes try to spell out something. Earlier versions, like version 6 and Niji 6, actually work better with text. So there's nothing wrong with going back and using one of the older versions to accomplish a specific goal. Or just exploring and having fun with it. But I personally think this is the first one's already really cute. I like that. Let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one here. So let me upscale that. Actually, there's no need. There's no need to upscale at all when we're working with Tabletop Simulator because the cards are actually quite small image-wise. So let's go ahead. These kinky cards are adorable. Right, they are so adorable. I think we should. I love how it's always giving us also
I
this.
love them.
The tattooed woman in a red dress is so cute. Like I love Euro kinky. Let's go ahead
Thank you. I love the way it looks right there.
and let's go ahead and copy it then. We'll do this one more time here. Imager. And this is from Lolo Soon's dating game for Phantasma that was just the spec, just a mock up here. I do think it's really cute though. I do think the art for that's really cute. But I will go ahead and upload this next image here. Oh, Imager got angry with me. I did get banned on Imager earlier today. I will say that. I didn't intend to. Someone commented saying that something I uploaded looked like something else, and I guess that was enough to ping the mods or the admins of I don't know. I don't know what happened. Some automated stupid thing happened, and I lost my account from Imager, so I'm just using a different one now. But let's do Kinky Kong, and then upload that. Okay, so I will pop ourselves back over to our posts. We will grab our link here, and now add Kinky to the game. Whoop. Objects. It is too bad that the other people can't add cards though. That's rough. Custom card. Paste the face, and then grab our back face and copy that as well, and then paste. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, it is.
Honestly, I thought it works, but I also don't see permissions for this. So,
But Kinky's in it, so we got Kinky. All right, who's next?
connection.
Is it like a special room? I don't know. We'll pop ourselves back in there in a minute. And I'm gonna go ahead to go to the front here, and then we're gonna grab some of your all's cards. Oh my God, there's so many. All right, let's see who we got. Who's next? So I would say without the aspect ratio, it's like I'll have to crop them down, and I want to avoid doing that. The relax mode, skip. I like that. That's actually really cute. Who made that? I troll for you. Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and do that one too. Copy. It is too bad that I can't just copy links from Midjourney and do this. I have to do Imager or something else. Post to gallery. I might get banned again because I'm posting images constantly. So we'll see what happens. Let's see here. I'm also like, whenever my phone dings, I'm like, oh, is that another band? Is that another band? I'll go ahead and copy address on this one. Card. Custom card. Okay, face and then the back of the card as well. That's the whole dance that I have to do here is I have to make sure I have these things readily accessible so I'm not wasting a bunch of time. All right, so we now have I Troll for You's death card, skip card here added to the list. By the time we're done with this, we're going to end up with an entire deck similar to what you see here, because all the backs of the cards are the same here. But by the time we're done with it, we'll replace all these sort of template cards that I've made, and these are pretty fun looking cards for being just little temporary inserts that I have. But the way that works is that it actually requires you to use a template of the entire deck that you're using. So I will show that really quick. This is Photoshop. So what I've done here is I've made a quick template of the 50 or so cards that they allow for default here. And if I mute all of these 50 cards so you guys can see what the background looks like. Oops. Wrong button. Boop. If I go ahead and group that and then minimize it. There you go. Now you can see this is what the template from Tabletop Simulator actually looks like. So each card needs to fit these frankly tiny little squares in order to upload as an entire deck. So by the time we're done with this stream, I'll be able to have, I would imagine, 70 cards that we could all make available for people inside of the workshop or something on Steam. So let's go ahead and now bring ourselves back over to the game. Okay. And you can see that all of these cards here have their own images. They're your own unique images. But the way that I generated that is actually kind of interesting. It's at least it's going to be good to know if you guys are ever having to iterate something like this, where you're like, okay, one's good, but now I need 28 other options that have to follow the same rules. We could show you how to do that really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and mute the game here. Okay. And then inside of Midjourney. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you really quick give me the link for the card back?
Yeah, sure. I'm just going to send it inside of text here, VC text. There's the card back. Oh, it said blocked on this server. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and just private message you. Yeah. There you go. Just sent it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So at this point, I'm going to grab. What was I doing? I literally blanked my brain out as I was. Oh, that's right. I'm going back to Midjourney. So inside of Midjourney, I'm going to go back on my history here, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I made these card decks very, very quickly. Because normally you would have to edit the images so that every letter is unique, and so on and so forth, or every number, or whatever you're using, whatever game you're making here. But for the custom card, like regular playing cards, you can see I have them all right here. The initial one that I started off with was very simple. There's not even a style reference attached to it. It's just fantasy playing card. So I got these 4 results here, and I picked this one. I thought this one was the coolest aesthetically. It kind of looks like a dollar bill with the aesthetic that they chose here for the shading. And what I did to make sure I got to the letter B was by doing something called a remix. So if I take the this result that I have here, the fantasy card, and then you have a whole bunch of options of what you can do with this image, because there's a whole iterative process that I at least with earlier versions of Midjourney, I went super hard into, like, explaining the differences between variations and remixing. But for the sake of what we're doing here, the only thing I want to change is the context of this image. I want it to say B or another letter or whatever instead of A. Okay? So what I did here is I simply used remix strong, and then in quotes, because it brings the original prompt up to the top here, it'll show a new remix window showing you the image that you're remixing from. But if I now come into here and just put the quote B, quote unquote B here, and then hit enter, what's going to happen is it essentially runs the same prompt using that previous image as a base. So it lets us iterate, it lets us nudge the image in a direction. And in this direction, I changed the A to B. But look at the art's now all different. It looks great. It followed my instructions perfectly in order to do that. And the only thing I did was add the letter B in quotes. So if I now hop ourselves back over to the original prompt here, I could just hit this remix button here to take us right back there. You could see that when I was iterating off of this, I didn't use remix mode at first. I just did a variation, and it gave me more A's. Even when I asked for B, it gave me A. It actually just included a B in the middle of it and still let the A's on the side. But if I did it as a remix strong, everything worked. Everything started it understood the context of what I was asking it to do. So now You can do that infinitely. So like we could go ahead and even give it basic shapes and things, and say fill it in there instead of that using Remix Strong. So this is a clear example of where understanding what each tool does in Midjourney is going to help you out a ton with working efficiently. It's normal to work inefficiently, especially at the very beginning if you're new to Midjourney. You're going to be exploring a lot more than doing at the beginning. But over time, you can learn all these parameters and learn what it takes to make the stuff consistent and good. It just really takes understanding some of these basic functions and parameters. Okay, so let's now focus on what we got next. It's a free alternative to Imager for those who can't in the key. Free too, of course. We still will not be able to view anything hosted on Imager. Imager seems to also be blocked VPN to UK-based users. Oh, that sucks. It does suck to learn that that Imager is blocking some of the members of our stream here today. But let's go ahead and see what other cards we got. We could keep scrolling on up here. We got Enid's little pink dragon here. That's cute. I'm going to go ahead and just copy images over and then save them to the side so I can do I can upload the cards as a batch next time. So let me just go ahead and get that open here. And that way we can work a little faster instead of me hopping in and out all the time. Ooh, this one from Alistair. I love this. This is cute. It looks like someone drew on his face while he was sleeping, but yes. It was very cute.
If you have a moment, promote me again. I think I tricked the sister.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Let's see. Promote Rhapsody. Promote. Yes. All right. I've promoted Rhapsody.
Let's have a look. If I now say search and spawn. Haha!
She got it to work. Nice. Let's take a look. That is a cute dragon. Oh, that is so cute.
According to Midjourney, that's an alien creature with a top hat. And according to Midjourney, I guess his name is Milog.
Milog. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you got that working, Rap. So you should be able to just upload cards now, right?
I hope so. What I did is I created a local game, saved the cards, and then just side-loaded them from the save. So I don't know.
The side loading is amazing. That's great. Let's see here. That's funny though. We'll keep messing with it in terms of seeing how many more we can get in here. I'm gonna save them all to the side to do like one of the big deck uploads next. But yeah, anything you want to add to it, then feel free to side load it into the game. That'll work.
Yeah, we'll try. I hope it just doesn't kick me out of the game again when I try it again.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to save Alistair's card here. I think that's really, really cute. I love that. Roland. But by the way, Roland is one of my uncle's names. It's Ruland is how we pronounce it. And Ruland is one of my favorite uncles. He has tiny little quarter-sized glasses, like little quarters that are in his eyes, and I just always remember those little circular glasses of his. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Let's see here. Okay, we got the dragon. Let's see what else is next. Oh, this is the other one from Roland. I like the other Roland more. The second one you came up with. It's also why it's helpful for us to go back in time, like to start at the bottom, because you guys tend to end up with what you guys really, really like towards the end of it, like end of your prompt run, as opposed to the beginning. So like it makes a little more sense for me to go in reverse like that. The sneaky cat in a room. Okay, all right. We're taking this one for sure. I'll copy this, paste it here. Boop. Okay, next one. I think that just about catches it as a... We have a couple more from earlier, I think. Yes, we have Lolo Soon here, the bonk one. So let's go ahead and take Lolo Soon's bonk one here. Paste that in. The power of pink is so cute. Oh yes, we have the no guy as well. Copy him. Paste that.
Custom.
Yes, I'm taking Snoopy's here as well. That is cute. I cast Infinite Snoopiness. Love it. Oh, that thing is cute. We gotta just have like a pile of demons. A pile of cute demons. That's what I'm seeing here. We'll probably make a demon deck or something.
Okay. The moment I upload something, Steam disconnects me.
Oh, yeah?
That could be. We'll see. I'm not giving up yet. I want to be useful.
That's Azure, I believe Azure from Tanner. So I'll go ahead and copy this one as well. This one does make some really cute cats as well. We shall a shy. Oh, that is not what I thought it said. Okay. Okay, I'll copy this one too. This one's from Snoopy. This one, oh, that's another one from Snoopy. This is Brecky. Oh, that's cute. Okay.
We should also be able to just take the images directly from Midjourney.
It did not work for me.
Encouraged.
It did not work for me when I directly uploaded it. They were getting angry. I mean, Tabletop Simulator was getting angry with me if I was using Midjourney images for some reason. I don't know. But I'm also going to include Chester here. The texture on Chester's face makes me think that he just got shot like a million times or just ran through barbed wire or something like that. Ah. Oh, you had had to edit it elsewhere just in case you like this version more. Okay, yes, we'll definitely take your edited version. You make such good edits, Lolo. Let's go ahead and use that. So let me paste that into here. There we go. And then delete that. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see what we got here. I am going to go ahead and cute demons. That's the code for cats, right? Yeah, exactly. More cats, please. All the cats. We are slowly building up a game, like a trading card game at the moment. But we'll see what we get after you guys keep uploading these here, because it's going to be a massive game by the time we're done. It's going to be fun. No sumes, the gobbledygook AI text on the bottom there, but that's fine. I'm going to take these cats. I take these cats as my own. Let's see. Oh, pile of demons. Oh, okay. But I mean, it's cute art though. I really do like it. Let's go ahead and paste that. The pile of demons. I love it when you guys just describe the random words that flow out of my mouth, and then boom, we have cards now. Let's see. There's more cute demons. Okay, yes. We're gonna have a whole deck of these by the end of it. I already know that. I'm definitely getting vibes from that from the demon character from what is that Matt Groening show on Netflix? I'm blanking on it now, but let's see here. The fantasy one. He's done sci-fi, he's done slice of life, and now I'm blanking on the fantasy one, the newest. Disenchanted. Thank you. Disenchanted. I love Disenchanted. It's a fun show.
I love it too.
I haven't kept up with it though. Trust me, I'm a professional demon. Exactly. It's a boop card. Perfect. A boop. This is like the Facebook poke. This is the tarot card version of a Facebook poke. It's the boop card. Okay. Do it. Yes, Nia. Thank you. We have a card for Nia now. Awesome. Paste that. Who's this? Warren Zaver. Zevon. Warren Zevon. Just a dude. Okay. That's kind of cool. With this, like, heartbreak in the middle. Managed to super crash my computer messing with VPN. Now the VPN doesn't work at all. Yay! Gotta love that. Okay. I'll go
Okay,
ahead and
got a bunch of cards.
okay. Let's see what happens.
Um, join again.
Yeah, if you guys do have Tabletop Simulator on Steam, you can load up Steam, load up Tabletop Simulator, and then the server is named Mid, and the password is server. Sorry. What the server name is Mid. The password is Journey. Wow, I cannot talk today, guys. My God, sorry. It's a Shrimpmas card! Yay! We finally got a Shrimpmas card! Look at that! Yes, I love Mid-Server. You know Midsummer? No, you haven't been to... You should see Midsummer. That's where things go real wild.
Yay, a shrimp mess card. Ooh.
I've already promoted you, Reps. Let's keep torturing Rhapsody with more shrimp miss cards. Let's see here. Oh, kitties. I don't like the devil. They creep me out too much on the bottom though. Shrimp's giving. It is that is such a cursed card, Lolo. My God. Oh my God. Um. Wow. The only thing that would make it more cursed if you had shrimp eyes coming out of the turkey. Like it's like some sort of like body horror, The Thing kind of wackiness. Shrimp's giving makes no Shrimpsmas makes no sense at the beginning. Wait, no. Tell me which one makes more sense? They both don't make sense. I don't know how one does and the other doesn't. It's the day when you're not shellfish. Exactly. Oh God, Ancient, you broke me with that one a little bit. Oh God. Okay, let's see here. Shiki Murmus. Just quoting. You're just quoting the AI goobly gop now. Okay. All right. Let's create a. Let's see if we can do something a little bit more wild when it comes to the. Like maybe we could invert these colors in a fun way. So like let's do something like this. If I hit I'll just copy this prompt. I'm not gonna take the quoted text here. But I'm gonna copy this prompt and I'm gonna replace it with let's do a noir, like steeped deep in noir. And then I'll write black card. Trying to invert the colors a little bit here. Let's see what we get. All right, I didn't get that noirness at all, but it's all good. The style reference is so strong with this. You could really see that it is. In fact, this is a little good demo for me to explain that if you are say like you like the line art, you like the aesthetic of this, but this style reference is too constraining. Like it's always giving you this sort of like constrained tarot card sort of thing. Even when you are prompting for it a little bit, you're still leaning a little too heavily towards that. So why don't we try something else? We'll try this with a style reference using an image that used this code that was used originally to create that. So I did this for the skybox that you see in the game here. So if I scroll on up here and you zoom out, you notice how the skybox here, it has a little bit of it's the same art style, but it has this really interesting like multi-layered depth, which the tarot cards were having trouble doing. So instead, we will use a style reference, particularly an image. So if I go to my Midjourney account here, and I look at this image right here, is the one I've been using. We can use this image to get a very, very similar effect, or at least a compatible result as the code that we're using, the style reference code. So let me copy that over for you guys. I'll bring it into VC Create first so you guys have it. Actually, I'll paste it in VC Text so you guys have it. Boop. This is kind of like my base image, the start of the image here. So let's try this again, the steeped in black, the black card noir thing. But this time, I am going to take the link from the image I just uploaded to VC Text. So I'll right click on this, copy image address, and I'm going to replace this code with the link to that image, the direct link to the image. And then I'll hit submit. Without referencing the one that was made with Style Creator, it just accesses a different like knowledge base for the things. We'll most likely see more landscapes, more wider open shots, that kind of thing, because we're able to get a different but compatible latent space out of this. It's really interesting, actually. So here we go. Steeped in black and deep noir, black card. Okay, look at this. Now we are like way more complex. Like we have all sorts of different things going on here that I definitely can just do an invert, and then you could see we were able to get like a much darker or brighter result doing that. I really do dig the top right one. I think it's pretty cool. But you could combine these in a way that makes it so that you have both. I mean, we could even include this code at the end of it and see if we can lean this a little bit. Paste and then submit. We'll see how that goes. I'm using both the style reference code and that image combined together to create this result. And you can see we got like a middle ground between the two of them. And it's really interesting, especially when you want to bump a little more quality, a little more color, a little more texture or context out of that. You're able to do that by combining previous results like this. So I'm so curious to see what we end up with here. But I'm liking these deaths, by the way. It's very cool. I love the top right one with the hair. Just N. It's a good night. He's the good night Skelly. I'm gonna copy him. I like that. That one was from Snoopy. Okay. So let's see here. What else? Noob Lady's got some fun ones uploading right now. And Lolo Soon's got some environments. The deepest southern south. Yes, thank you. That's great. So let's see. And when it comes to making a background, guys, you just have to use an aspect ratio of 2:1 in order to do the same thing that we've done here. So it's just the right aspect ratios and using templates that Tabletop Simulator provides for any of the bigger things like the decks and all that stuff. That's all you really need. But wow, yeah, we're definitely getting a couple more here. Cool. So let me go ahead and Kinky, do you want to make some announcements? I really need to grab a drink, actually. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Be right back.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kinky Kong, and I'm here to make some announcements, as Victor alluded to. Alluded to, right? Right. Uh, guys, we have a game that we play every weekend here on the Midjourney server, and it's called Prompt Battles. It is not a competitive game. It's just a fun game where we all make images based on the requested challenge of somebody who won before you, and then we all go in our own separate directions, but stay in the same room and chit chat and do our own thing. And sometimes we listen to music. Sometimes we talk about whatever little thing comes to mind. Sometimes we talk about Midjourney and prompting and other AIs and whatever else we want to talk about. It's a nice time. There is absolutely nothing to be afraid of. We hope you come and play with us. But we do it for 8 hours a day, every Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays, we do it earlier. That's a lie. Saturdays, we do it later. We start at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And on Sundays, we start at 10 a.m. Eastern. for the Europeans and anybody who might be on the other side of a continent that doesn't have the same kind of time as us. So we all go on in our own different directions and prompt, the challenge and come back with our own very, very, very different iterations of this idea. And we put them into something called a poll unit. And the poll unit makes it so that you don't know who posted it and you don't know who voted for it. It's all very anonymous. And after 2 minutes of voting, well, that's when the fun happens. That's when we see who made the image that everybody liked the most. That person wins a free fast hour, and they tell us what to do for the next 10 minutes. Great. There's a ton of different ways you can win free fast hours. One of them is Snoopy's Bingo game, which is all based just on things that we do. You can win fast hours for participating and for playing. Please come around. It's on the event calendar at the top of the server. I'll try to link those in the chat right now, but love to see you there. Are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. I was trying to drag it out as long as I could.
No. I appreciate it. I got my drink. All good.
All right, come on down to Prompt Battles, baby.
Yeah, do
Bye-bye.
it. Do it. Thank you, Kiki.
Thank you.
All right. So now I got my drink in hand. I'm good. I see some fun stuff from you guys here. I'm super curious to see where we can take this. I need to bring my window back out here. There we go. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways that you can actually prompt with when it comes to making cards and stuff. Like, you don't necessarily have to do this method where we have these full cards here. You're seeing some people uploading cards with like basically templates of existing games, right? Magic cards to Digimon, that kind of thing. But it for the sake of make it, because you can see here they just used Robot Transformation Fantasy Game Card with border and effects. There's all sorts of different ways that we can generate cards. I like to add boxes and things later, just because focus being on the art is pretty important for me. But we can always add things later when it comes to like actual like details. When it comes to say the like the card effects or any of those sort of flavor text, we'll add that afterward. Especially since we don't have any game mechanics yet. I was originally just gonna say, hey, let's reskin Dominion and do that here, but I think this is that's a little too much to do in one stream, I think. And we are also going to be featuring a couple different things that were made from our community that are game related today. The first being a game by Lolo Soon, who is here in the stream. He's been working on a dungeon crawl since Halloween, actually. He's been submitting under the work in projects process section of the Gnarly Studios server here. So let me go ahead and load that up while you guys keep submitting cards for us. Let's see here. I'll scroll on down to the whips. And you can see that we have an entire section here which is dedicated to stuff that's being currently worked on. So the only thing I'm going to remind you guys is that this is a playtest. This is not meant to be like, this is not final product or anything like that. It's just the Haunted Manor game project. And now we can check that out right here. You can see the process or the process of his workflow of coding this entire game here. So let's go ahead and grab a link for it. Let's see here. Where is the most recent link? Right here. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. I'm going to link it now for you guys inside of VC Text. And this will explain the game. This all spawned from asking for a linear dungeon crawler for me to kind of help out, like to decide like what's behind the door, so that I don't have to think up new monsters every door. I could like kind of just vibe code my way into something, and Lolo soon went ham with this idea and ended up making this whole experience here. He says, for your information, it's kind of clunky as it was my first vibe-coded game ever, so it might not be logical. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just so impressed that you were able to do this with no you don't have any formal development skills, right, Lolo? I know you as a comic artist. I've followed your comics for a while now, but I was curious if you have any game development background at all. Fine either way, obviously. It's more impressive if you didn't. Let's see here. How to play. Okay, welcome to the Haunted Manor. You found the manor from your friend Monica's notes. Her dictaphone lies on the steps, still warm. Your goal is to find her and uncover the dark secrets within the walls. The gauge of survival. 3 forces govern your journey. The readiness, which is the left gauge. This tracks your progress in cleansing the manor of its primary evils. Fill it by overcoming major encounters to solve the mysteries and hopefully find Monica. Dread is the right gauge. This is your sanity and resolve. Every action, moving, exploring, failing, drains it. Carrying too many items also weighs on your soul, and carrying cursed items will drain it even faster. If it reaches 0%, the manor consumes you. Note, dread is disabled on easy difficulty. We will be playing on normal or hard. Manor's Ire, Room Glow. This represents the house's awareness of you. Ooh, some House of Leaf vibes here. Clearing rooms soothes it, but taking shortcuts like stealing your nerves angers it. When the main room panel begins to glow red, the house is angry, leading to more frequent and dangerous supernatural events. This is just, it's so cool that you were able to put this all together already. But how to play. Use the UI toggles. At the bottom of the screen, there are 3 buttons: Inventory, Details, and Intel. Click these to open and close the main interface panels. 2. Play the recording. Open the Details panel and use the Play Record button to play Monica's recording logs. Monica's recorded logs are your only guide. Step 3. Gather items and face fears. Interact with items and encounter lists in the room. Details in the room details panel. You will often need items from your inventory to succeed. And then 4, move forward. You must clear all encounters in a room before you can unlock paths to new areas. You can also backtrack to rooms you've already visited. Be observant. Read everything. The house is watching. Sorry, I can't read today.
Read everything correctly.
Yeah, I'm stumbling so hard today. I'm sorry. Let's begin the search. All right.
There's a lot of audio.
Recording 00, the arrival. If you're hearing this, the device is working. Good. We stand before the infamous manor at last. The rumours were true. Lights in the windows, with no one left living to light them. The forest swallows everything here, even sound. Like the house is holding its breath. My name is Monica, medium for the police, when they're desperate enough to admit they need one. A group of children disappeared near these woods. Nothing left but footprints leading straight to this place. Even from the steps, I can feel it. A pressure in the chest. Something vast. Watching. The walls radiate sorrow and hunger. This manor feeds on dread the way a lung feeds on air. Listen carefully. In houses like these, objects matter. They're anchors, keys to a spirit's memory. Collect them, use them. Free whatever lingers here. But be careful. The more you carry, the heavier your presence becomes. The house sees what burdens you. Every move drains your resolve. Every mistake against a restant entity costs willpower and energy. And when the dread finally takes you, the house doesn't just kill, it keeps. If you're holding this recorder, I may already be inside, or gone. Either way, press Start Crawl when you're ready. I'll try to stay with you in the recordings. If one of us makes it out, let it be you.
All right, that is awesome. I'm curious about the voice.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love this voice narrator that you have. How did you do that, by the way, Lolo? I'm so curious if you don't mind explaining sort of the process of the voice controls. It's 11 Labs. That's interesting that it's just something that you were able to make these clips ahead of time and then just post them. That's neat. Let's go ahead and begin the crawl. Oh, it full screened on me. Hold on. Escape. There we go. Okay. We have the entrance hall. Recovered recordings ready. Let's play the record.
Recording 01, the entrance hall. I keep my voice level for the recorder. It is clearly a once magnificent entrance hall, with cracked marble floors and a massive crystal chandelier hanging precariously overhead. I note the ornate key there. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like duty. There is resistance here. The chandelier sways ominously over my head as a portrait's eyes follow my very movements. A ghost dressed as a butler mutters about the master's rules.
All right. Let's see here. Now, under the field notes, it says, the chandelier sways ominously, a portrait's eyes follow your movement, the butler's ghost mutters about the master's rules. This is where the journey begins. Okay, so what items should I take here, guys? We have the ornate key, we have the silver chandelier, the manor map fragment, or the faded photograph?
Always the map.
Always the map? Okay. Let's take the manor map fragment. I can take other items too. So let's see. Let's take the faded photograph too. I also didn't notice where I could set the difficulty. That was probably something earlier that I skipped over. My bad. Had to take turns and detours, so the audio is cut at times. Yours were really smooth with back and forth dialogue. Oh yeah, from the next thing that we'll be showing, which is the Snoopy parade. Let's encounter the chandelier trap. Okay, yeah, we encountered that, and now we have the ghostly butler. Oh, it's lowering my dread when I encounter the ghostly butler. There's something that's there. Let's see. Do I have any other... Maybe I gotta take one of these things. Ornate key, maybe? Okay, maybe the silver chandelier. Alright, I've taken all the items now, so what happens when I click the butler here? Okay, it let me do something, but let's see. Special actions. Steal your nerves. Take a moment to focus and restore 10 dread. The house resists such efforts. I'm gonna move on. Let's see. Let's go to the dust-choked library. Play record.
Recording 02, the dust-choked library. I keep my voice level for the recorder. The towering bookshelves are filled with decaying tomes. I can feel dark shapes moving between the stacks. I note the ancient grimoire. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like envy. There is resistance here. 4 books glow faintly on different shelves as the shadows seem alive and actively aggressive, blocking my path. And I'm pretty sure some hidden passage waits behind one of those shelves. Maybe not.
Okay. I love the little that she did there at the end. Let's see here. We have these 4 books that we could take. Let's go ahead and let's click on the animated shadows. Does that also lower my... it lowered my readiness, I think. What is the riddle? Okay, so I gotta take one of these books. Reading spectacles. We'll take that. And, there we go. The air grows heavy and a sense of being watched makes your inventory feel twice as burdensome as it did on the, for your next move. Oh, God. Okay. Let's do Book of Deciphers. Oh, no. Botanical Garden? Oh, I would totally get one of those guard animals. Okay, alright. Still your nerves. Sure. And now let's go to the study.
Recording 05, the study. I keep my voice level for the recorder. There is a mahogany desk, covered in scattered papers and inkwells. I found a locked safe built into the wall behind a painting. I note the master's journal. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like madness. A name appears here at some time. Her name. Over and over again. There is resistance here. The master's journal details his reach for unholy power, then his descent into madness. Some pages and random papers even burned my fingertips when I tried to touch them. The safe might contain something valuable. Or not.
Okay, alright. Let's first check our inventory really quick. We have a forbidden tome that's cursed. Oh no. We have the botanical garden, the book of cipher, reading spectacles, silver chandelier, ornate key, and the faded photograph. Okay. We can discard items too. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the master's journal here. Oh, we could just take it. Okay. No? Oh, cursed papers. Oh no! The air grows heavy again. Oh no! Let's try wax seal and cool ink pot and silver. So I have to start discarding items because it'll make me too heavy when I'm moving around. But oh no, I did it again. Okay. This is not less. So let me go back now to the library and let's check. Yeah.
I don't really understand how to solve the encounters.
Yeah. It's definitely a playtest. We're definitely just experimenting here.
Yeah.
But it is. Let's go ahead and play the next one here.
Recording 06, the dining hall. The quiet here, it answers back. There is a way too massive table with rotting feast and tarnished silverware laid for too many guests here. I note the silver cutlery. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like pain. There is resistance here as the phantom of the guests still try to feast on the rotten dishes. If I approach the food, the guests gets angry. Ringing the bell seems to soothe them. The wine smell, bitter and sweet. Weird, not old.
Okay. Let's see here. What happens if I encounter the silverware here? Okay, just let me do it. Phantom Feast. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we have a couple more rooms. Let's do the drawing room. I love the art by the art. Everything you see here is Midjourney. This was all based on the Halloween stream that we did. It's so cool to see. Let's play this.
Recording 03, the drawing room. I keep my voice level for the recorder. Some old and faded wallpaper peels from the walls. A grand piano sits in the corner. He started playing a sad and eerie melody as I entered the room. There are portraits of the family line the walls. I note the sheet music. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like loneliness. There is resistance here. The piano is possessed, and the portraits are arranged weirdly, with no apparent logic nor chronological order.
Okay. There's a brass key here. Let's take that. Simple Boolean. Some hints are the logs, the inventory, and the mouse overs. Let's see here. Let's take the sheet music, and then we'll play the haunted piano. How about the shattered timeline? Does that let me do anything? Family portrait, maybe? There we go. Okay. Let's go into the ballroom, maybe? No, we've been there. Oh, no, we haven't been here. Okay, cool.
Recording 08, the ballroom. The quiet here, it answers back. Like the entrance, the flooring made of cracked marble, but covered with shattered glass. The walls are covered by mirrors, except some kept intact. The chandelier hangs dark and still. I note the dancing shoes. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like suffering. There is resistance here. A ghostly couple waltz across the floor, bare feet, bleeding all over the ballroom floor. I sense that one mirror is reacting like a portal. A portal? To what exactly?
Okay. All right. Let's take the mirror shard and try to go into the mirror trap. Let's see. Music box key. No? And then the dancing shoes. Okay. Let's see the private garden now.
Recording 18, the private garden. I breathe, in rhythm with the manor, because it will notice me if I don't. There is a walled garden behind the manor, overgrown yet beautiful. A dry fountain stands at its centre. I note the moonflowers. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like love. Hence the saying, some flowers only reveal their secrets at night. There is resistance here. The hedge maze looks like it evolves, changes, misleads you. There are notes here containing the gardener's anxiety about the Lord madness and jealousy. both growing strong every day that pass.
Okay. Let's see here. We have the hedge maze and the night blooming flowers. So I'm going to say that the gardener's key and the gardener's note. Let's take the hedge maze. And then the flowers. Okay. The greenhouse.
Recording 11. The greenhouse. I whisper so the room won't listen. Too closely. It is an old and overgrown glass house. The moonlight passed freely through the cracked or missing panes, loathing surreal blooms. I note the rare seeds. Oh, no. Those are finger bones. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like fright. There is resistance here. A massive carnivorous plant guards the center of the room, and poison-dripping thorns whip when approached.
Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna need those shears. Let's go for the carnivorous plant and then try to take out its poison thorns. Oh no! Ah! The air grows heavy. Oh no. Let's see. We can go to the chapel now.
Recording 14. The chapel. I whisper so the room won't listen. Too closely. The whole place seems desecrated. Altar, cross, saints' faces scratched from the stained glass. The candles burn with a strange green hue. I note the holy water. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like fear. There is resistance here. The altar has been used for dark rituals, and unholy symbols cause pain to the touch. Also, I think I am not alone here. I never was.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the holy water, and let's address the unholy presence. Oh no, that bumped up my readiness. Good. Let's see if the desecrated Bible. Does that let me affect the curse? Nope. The tithing box. Oh no! A nearby door slams shut with a deafening crack. Oh no, I did something wrong, didn't I? We'll take the blessed candle. Nope. Oh. What happened there? Sorry, I clicked too quickly. Okay, I'll go back to the greenhouse. Let's see where else we can go here. The observatory. It's getting spooky.
Recording? I don't know. I don't remember. I can't stop shivering. The manor knows I am here. All of them. They know. I should maybe meditate and calm myself. Focus. Adjacent to the building, there is this dome with a massive telescope. Star charts are everywhere inside, but they display unfamiliar constellations. Same with the telescope when I look. It is not our world, and something dark, ancient, lives there. I note the star chart. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like envy. There is resistance over there, some eternal entity that watches from above.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say the Cosmic Diary. Oh, no! A sudden chilling whisper floods your mind, draining your focus. Oh, no. We'll go into the telescope lens and check out the Cosmic Horror. And then, let's see. Maybe do the Astrolabe. Nope. Star chart? Yes. Okay. Let's go to the Ritual Chamber.
The whole scene is recorded from afar, echoes, like on crackling speakers.
I won't let you have them. I won't be part of this.
You already are. Your fear has fed me for hours now. You even brought the dagger right to my heart. Oh, a foolish, loving gesture.
No, the banishment. It can...
Enough!
Okay, alright. So if I hover over these items, the Ancient Grimnor says, contains the final ritual. It's the pages within the malevolent energy. It's writhe. I can't read today. I get writhe with malevolent energy, clinging to your soul. Yeah, there's some fun voices here. Sticks of charcoal likely used to draw the ritual circle. a human skull, and then ritual chains. What does the human skull say? A human skull uses the focal point of the ritual, and its empty sockets seem to watch you. And then the ritual chains say a rusty iron chain lies discarded near the circle. Some links broken. Okay, so the final entity and the banishment ritual. Okay, that's what we got to click on here. So I'm going to click on the ancient Grimnar and the human skull, and let's try the banishment ritual. Oh, it doesn't let me do it. Let's do the charcoal sticks and ritual chains. Nope, still not. Okay, either of these are not working for me, so I gotta go back and find something else. Let's hover over this. The final challenge and the source of evil. Okay. So I have to come back to the ritual chamber. Let's see here. Let's pop ourselves to a couple different rooms here. Which ones have we not seen yet? You can click on the intel to know what's going on in the diary and logs. Okay. I see. Cool. Neat. The game, okay, and this is all of our tracking. This is so amazing that you were able to vibe code all of this. This is nuts. Now I'm just clicking. Back here in the chamber. The cursed items in your possession which heavily on your soul, -6 dread, entering the greenhouse. Oh, that's weird. When I click banishment, it says entering. Oh, it's okay. It's way down here. Got it. You try to use the ancient Grimnar, but the dark energy repels your hand. It is cursed and cannot be used for this task. Okay. Where do I go? Let's see here. Nah, I keep going back to the same circles here. Private garden, maybe? Pantry. There we go. That's new room.
Recording 10, the pantry. The quiet here, it answers back. I'm so hungry. In this little room stand shelves of preserves in states of decay. Some jars even glow. What the F? I note the preserved heart. It feels like a kept memory. It feels like sin. There is resistance here. Some of the supplies seems poisoned, and some jars are definitely ritual ingredients. One jar is actually alive even. I hear it bubbling in this thick, oozy liquid. Ugh.
All right, let's go with the living heart. Okay, we got the living heart. I think that's going to be our answer here. We have to go through these encounters, though, to get out of this room. So let's just click this. Consumed by dread! Your breath thins, your hands shake, and the house takes the last bit of your sanity and willpower. You look at your hands, and the dictaphone is gone. As you resolve, darkness claims the place once again, and you within it. View game post resort. Okay, we played on normal difficulty. It took us about 18 minutes. All this is amazing, Lolo. Like the fact that you were able to do all of this is just insane. But there you go. I did one play run of the Haunt Manor. That's awesome.
And it's so sophisticated already, like with all the UI elements, the audio that's in every single room. That's a lot.
It's a lot. It
usually takes quite some time.
That's so cool. And you didn't take long at all to make this too. Like I know you put a lot of effort into it, but in terms of turnaround time for game development, it's so fast. It's so cool. Awesome work, man. And I hope all you all play it. I'm gonna link it one more time for you all here. And let's make sure we get some playtime with Lolo's game here. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next thing here. Go ahead.
I just want to say something. If you guys want to make something similar, not at this super sophisticated level, but you could, in theory. I have dug up a tool to show you. I could do it now, but I think you have more planned for today, Victor. So if we don't get to it today,
no, it's fine. It's fine. We can go ahead and do your demo because I'm gonna just play Snoopy's thing, and that'll probably be it for today. So I'd rather get your demo in there if you want to do it.
Yeah, no, then then do your thing. Do Snoopy's video first, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna show the thing.
Okay, all right, that's easy enough. So, for all the regulars that are here, you all know Snoopy. Snoopy is a big time contributor to the server here, and they've made something really fun for Thanksgiving and posted it to the media section of the Gnarly Studios server. It is such a wonderful like hub of just cool things that we got going on here from all y'all. So let's go ahead and play the Miss Snoopy Anti-Memorial Thanksgiving Parade. I'll go ahead and
Good heavens, who are those
there you
men?
go.
Corporate flash mob, Chester. Blink twice if we're kidnapped.
Oh, no, are those potato men?
Hat-wearing starch demons.
I think we're commenting on a parade.
That explains the kitty balloon.
Here's a good ghoul.
Think she loves her mom. Those ghouls look golden.
That's right, Nameless, and that must means, just as I thought, you know where we are?
Where, Chester?
The first annual Miss Snoopy Anti-Memorial Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Nothing says holiday spectacle like trespassing.
What? Why would you say that?
Let's look at some floats.
And here comes the Senor Carlos float, a charming giant hot dog.
Next, up emo toast, followed by custard-filled rockets. Chester, I approve.
What even are those things?
Parade stuff, darling. And here's Miss Snoopy's float. So we know the parade is in full swing.
Time to talk turkey.
The country.
That's Turkey, but shout out to you and us, a favorite prompter.
Now here's part of the Queen Lux Ghoulie Flag Corps.
I see some ghoulie floats behind that.
That's right, Chester. And now, our prompter balloons. Here's Kinky Kong of Prompt Battles fame. And that's Bert.
Hey, Bert, and after him, is that?
That was everyone's favorite angel, Azure.
He seems a little blue.
I thought we cut that joke in rehearsal. Reason and Twisted Reality's balloons passed by as well.
Did you really make a balloon of yourself?
That was from a different project last year. But look here come some other gnarly server characters.
I see Gnome as a ham for some reason.
You would have to ask Legal Beagle why.
I can't afford the invoice. And here they are, the ghouls themselves, hyping up Victor himself.
Did the feed go out? No, it's back now.
Oh my, that enormous red gentleman is smiling directly into my soul. What a cute rubber ducky.
That's a tax collector in disguise. Run! Sequins sharp enough to cut him out. I like their priorities.
Oh, there's Madame Featherwick in her purple velvet. And here comes that giant eyeball. Look at it blink.
Whole family of eyes on that one. 3 chimney sweeps waving to the crowd.
If I didn't know better about copyright, I'd say that was a Jollibee. And what's this?
It's the Forward Vanguard, reminding us that Shrimpsmas is on the way.
And that float, that
Hey,
must be the
Shrimpsmas.
seal of disapproval.
Another Carlos
Ooh, Shrimpmas.
classic. And after one of the few floats to get us really thinking, asking us the important questions. Where is Josh?
These next character balloons and appearances don't appear to know, but they sure seem happy. Let's wave back.
Darling, people wave to me. I never wave to them. That's beneath me.
And some green aliens. Guess they got their bid in over the Greys this year, huh?
I don't know. They didn't let me see the contract. They were afraid I'd burn it in my hands.
Why's that?
Because I burned the last contract in my hand. Oh, look. It's the Isaiah the dog balloon. Always popular.
I know that dog.
And here are some wiggly wacky things. I don't know what they are.
This rising ship is by I Troll for you. The trolley with the prompting heart of gold.
And is that? Yes. Better go answer the phone. It's another classic Luxy Goolery design. But here's the real special feature.
That's right. Right here and right now is the Shrimp Mass Miniature Parade within a parade, putting the ace in crustacean.
What does that mean?
I just read 'em, hun. I don't write 'em. Even this line was scripted.
My mind is blown. It's a shrimp moss miracle.
Remember to keep shrimp moss in your heart every day of the year. Or I will round up some water insect bugs and haunt you. I don't know how much more of this parade I can bear. Get it? Bear like the animal.
Next up, a Super Sam balloon, a little girl floating over a future utopian or dystopian city.
I think I had dystopia once, on the Oregon Trail. Morgue Dweller, aka the Maple Moose, gave us those beautiful balloon walkers.
And from Kinky Kong and Carlos, some wacky characters.
I think those are from the LA branch of the parade.
Well, that pigeon is certainly New York City if I ever did see one. There's more too, see, folks, like Nocturna Cat Squirrel.
I don't know if we've taken time to acknowledge the reason for the season. And that reason is Promptsgiving. The time when we are thankful for all the weird and wacky and wonderful world of stuff and the images we can make. You know what they say, Chester?
I do?
You do. They say that it's really the prompting community keeps us coming back.
I thought it was paychecks.
Those two. Say, can I see yours?
Here, say what you want my paycheck for.
I could use a few extra bucks. I'm gonna catch it.
Nameless, you get me every time. So much more to see, folks. Did you catch Phip's obese dog balloon?
They couldn't catch it either. It floated off into the distance.
Pessoa's balloon didn't do tell well either.
It deflated like you were asking for money.
I am asking for money. Someone just stole my paycheck.
Well, never mind all that, because here comes... Yes, here it comes. Kinky Kong's dragon cart.
Fantastic form there, dinosaurs. Wait, hold on there. Now, there's a float coming. I thought we already saw this. Did you have your balloon run around the block and appear twice?
I've been sitting here talking to you. I have nothing to do with that balloon of myself, which is certainly the finest balloon I ever did see. You must admire the form, dear.
You entered yourself twice?
You gotta give the people what they want.
Let's credit all the great prompters who provided entries into today's parade. Of course, Miss Snoopy organized the whole thing, but who else added to the wonderful time we're having?
Let's see. We have Gallifrey, Bert, Super Sam, Morgue Dweller, Senor Carlos, Kinky Kong, Nocturne Cat, Twisted Reality, Fifth I Troll for You, Pessoa, Josh C., and the always amazing Tanner.
Where's Josh C.?
That's right. Where is Joshy?
No, I'm asking you.
That's the right question to ask.
Well, what's the answer? Where is Josh C.?
Probably out there watching the parade. Third base. We're getting to the end of the parade now. You know that every year prompt parades go unproduced. You can help prevent unproduced prompter parades by participating in prompt battles and poll units. Please prompt promptly.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
No!
Let's take a look at the few last parades before the big event itself.
Do you mean?
Yes, the big man himself is coming at the end of the parade, ready to start the season.
I'm so excited. Just like a little kid again. I can't believe it. He's almost here. Just a few more excellent floats to do.
I think 2 of these last floats were by Josh C.
That's where Joshy was then. Okay, here it comes.
It's A guy that kind of looks like Santa and a guy that kind of looks like Jerry Garcia, if you had no idea what Jerry Garcia looked like.
Fortunately, I don't. The Santa Garcia moment we've all been waiting for. At long last, the Prompt Today season is truly beginning.
Welcome to the season of prompting everyone. It just gets me every year.
It brings you that special feeling. You can't get it anywhere but here at the, whatever we call the Snoopy Time anti-something blah, blah, parade.
Now you can stay on the channel to watch the Prompted Dog Show or head over to Prompt Market.
Is that the one with all those movies where a big town prompter falls out of love with her job and moves into the mountains with a mountain prompter who teaches her the true meaning of shrimp muss?
That's the one.
Oh, I love those. Well, I'm changing the channel, kiddies. Go away.
Or, as polite people say, we love you all. Goodbye.
Darling, no one ever called me polite, and I'll thank you not to insult me further.
Good night, Gracie.
I love
I
it
want
so
some
much.
flaming Molotov margaritas.
Seriously.
Cooking with Chester. I want to watch Gremlins 75. That's what I want to do. I mean, who wouldn't?
How do you guys get so talented? I mean, like, you guys are the coolest people that I know, for sure.
Yeah, this is so fun, guys. Sorry that the music got cut there with leaving on crisp, I guess, on Discord. It isolated all the music out of it. My bad. I feel quite bad about that. The music is super fun. I recommend you guys watch it on YouTube. Let me go ahead and also paste the link to that so that you guys have that there. There you go. There's the YouTube link. I promise that the recorded version on my end has the music. It's just Discord because that setting's on there for my voice. So yeah, well done, Snoopy. That was super fun. Thank you for spending 2 weeks poking and pestering people to submit parade floats and things like that. That's awesome. Great job. Let's see here. Yeah, it's so much fun. And at this point, guys, I'm going to be handing it off to Rhapsody to she's going to share something with you guys, another story builder. And
Story builder and a card making tool.
It's so cool. All right, I'll hand it off to you, Raps, and then we'll close off the stream after that.
All right. Then I will take over. Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Whoosh. So I'm just going to share a link with you guys to a very cool tool that lets you really quickly build these text-based adventures and story-based adventures. Basically, in your browser, you can also download the app. It's open source, and it's really easy to use. And you can directly include Midjourney images and do stuff. So when you open up the Twinery, you see something like this. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys have a better look at the interface. Then you can just click New and create an untitled story. And I did that here. And I created this little sequence story as an experiment today in the morning. And I can just go here and say test from here. And then it opens basically the game up, and you see I have an image here, I have text here, a little debug menu. I'm just gonna disable the debug stuff, and then we can go and play. And it's super easy to make these things. So the story here is you're basically finishing school in the Grand Portal Academy that has been your life. And you need to go to the through the final exam to then work with portaling around different worlds. And as you can see, I have an audio clip in here that you can't hear probably when I play it, but it's like the text down here. If you don't want to read it, you can just press play. I experimented a little bit with that. And yeah, I can just go through and say, okay, I'm stepping up to the table and take the quill. And now we're on the next page, and it asks me for my name. The golem is asking me for my name before I can start the exam. And as you can see here, I have a Midjourney video that is included in the thing. So you can do sequences, you can do moving characters, you can do reactions, and all the amazing stuff. And I'm just going to type in Rhapsody here. Rhapsody and say confirm. And now we begin with the test. I'm just going to click through it. I can link this to you guys later. But now we have a question 1. We are traversing a volcanic ridge. A boulder blocks your path and lava is rising. How do you handle that obstacle? Now we have 3 options. I can push the boulder aside. It's heavy, but I'm heavier. I scramble up the cliff face to go around it. Speed is key, or I brace myself and hold the boulder in place so others can pass, enduring the heat. If I click here, we have now a side menu here where we have some attributes, some values, because this is basically character creation, which I made. So if I click through these, you see that my attributes are gonna change, and then we need to enter the physical test. And now, because I focused on agility, I duck under this golem and effortlessly backflip over it and just slip by it. And all of this is really easy to do. If you're in the twinery here, you can just say I want here a new passage, and I can double click this, and then I get a text box, and I can just type in stuff here and then give my players some options with 2 brackets. I say option 1, and I say option 2. And now it's automatically creating these new scenes for me. I should also give it a name, test 2. And now I have these things here, and I can just go into option 2 and do the same thing again. And if I go in here and say test from here, then we are again in the game, and I can just click on the options and move. So that's basically most of the coding you need to create scenes and move between them. And now if we want to add some images, it's really, really easy. If you know a little bit about HTML, you can instantly just add your Midjourney images and be done with it. So there is something called an image tag, which has a source that's then closed again. And in the source, we need a Midjourney image. So I'm just gonna go on my Midjourney page and just pick an image. Let's take this one, copy image URL, pasting that into the source, and if I test it again, I have the image in here. So maybe we also want a width is 100%. 100 should be fine, or actually 1%, just to make it a little bit more fitting in here. And you see, it's really not difficult to just code these adventures together. Now, if we want to have an option that has a different name, let's say we want go to the wine cellar, and then I make an arrow. So now this is the text that's going to just be displayed, and it's going to lead to the scene. That's option number 1. So if I test from here, we now see go to the wine cellar, and now I land in option number 1. So this is probably the most easy way how you can make your own storyteller-based game, your own storytelling game in a browser, and then just have an HTML file in the end. I can go to build and just publish to file and download it, and now I have the full thing as an HTML. And I can share that HTML for other people to play, for example. Or I could also just export it as a TWE and then have basically a save file that other people could load and improve upon. Now, this can get more sophisticated. Sorry, what? Don't mind me, I'm only here for Rhapsodies. Mellifluous. What is mellifluous? I don't even know that word. What does it mean? What does it mean? Pleasingly smooth and musical to hear.
Sweet and
Oh,
musical,
thank
yeah.
you. Ah, I'm sweet and musical. I'm sweet and musical.
Let's see how Google pronounces
Mellifluous.
That's how Google pronounces that word. Mellifluous.
Mellifluous. Mellifluous. I can talk even smoother just for the Johnny Bones, so he enjoys the workshop even more. So if we want to go deeper into coding here and have a look, for example, I uploaded here an MP3 to my Book of Ryo server. And I just added in an audio tag with controls, which is just basic, simple HTML that you can probably learn within 3 days. Or you should just copy paste it from websites or ask ChatGPT to write you the controls. And you can just copy paste the stuff in here and slowly, step by step, build a whole story. When it comes to things like inventory, then you will probably need some kind of variables. And that's also super easy. If we have a look at this part down here, I brace myself and hold the boulder in place so others can pass in during the heat. That's the text we see. Then we have a pipe. Then we go to XM social queue. The pipe is just a different thing for the arrow. But we're going to put back the pipe. And then we see here, next to it, there's another brace, another opening tag, and then we say $strength to 2. And now this $strength, dollar $str, is a variable that's filled with the number 2. And later on, you can easily check for these things. This is already really, I say, it's a little bit harder if you have no idea about coding. But Twinery can be even easier because it all depends, if I go to the story and say details, on which story format you choose. And there is some different ones. Harlow, for example, which is the basic one, already gives you some tools here like colors, borders, text rotation, white space, and so on. But you could also go to, for example, chapbook, which then gives you styles or links where you can say, I want to insert a passage link, and it's already giving you all the parts you need. You can say, I want to embed an image from a URL, and then you can just paste your image URL in here and build your story that way. So if you want to make your own story-based game and use things like your Midjourney images to tell that story, it's not that hard. You can do it 100%. I would go into more detail, build something with you guys, but I don't think we have the time today to do this. Maybe we can do this in a special workshop down the road and just build a story together.
That'd be awesome.
But have a look at it. Have a look at it. It really can do a lot with like minimal coding knowledge. So, and that was part number 1. That was tool number 1 that I wanted to show you guys. I hope you like it. And then there is a second one that I wanted to recommend to you guys if you're into making card games and cards and stuff, and that is Dexterous. It's dexterous.com.au. And this is a card game component designer, kind of, where you can just go in and say, I want to make a new component, a new card or something. And let's start with a blank one for a moment, and then it asks you, hey, what do you want? What do you need to make? What game component do you want to make? Let's go for a tarot card, for example. Make it so. And now we have a card designer here. And I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this better. And now we can place areas into this card designer. So we're going to start with an image zone. So I say, I want my card image to go right here. And then I want, for example, a circle up here, a white circle, that is, that holds a number. Let's say it costs, this is the cost circle. So we're going to name these cost. And our default text is 99, so we can design it. And now we have an area for a cost. And now I'm just gonna add something else. Let's add another area here. I'm just gonna move down here, and I'm gonna name this strength, for example. And it also has a 99 in it because it has two. And it's a red color. So if I take this now, let me go back. Now you see I have this card template in here with a 99 up here and a 99 down here. And I have a table down here where I can just add more cards to my deck. I can say this card has a strength of 1, and this card has a cost of 6. And this one is 123. This one is 12. And this one's 6. And you get the idea. So if we can quickly just design components and areas to hold numbers from the spreadsheet. And if I go into card background, we can even upload images and just quickly link them in here. I'm not sure why it's not loading these. I uploaded our images from earlier. Let's have a look. Did I? This is card background number 1. Okay, and in my list it's card background. Why is it not showing? For some reason it's not showing, but I did this earlier already. And as you can see, I have a card in here, and I can just go in here, select a different card, select the next one, and so on and so forth. And the coolest thing is, after we have made all of our cards, it's super easy to just export all the components and get a file like this, which can be uploaded into Tabletop Simulator. And now you have a complete card deck that you can edit and do stuff. When you design cards in here, this whole step that Victor showed earlier of uploading somewhere to Imgur or somewhere else also becomes obsolete, because you can just export. They also host it. I'm not really sure right now where I can find that. And it has been quite some time when I used it the last time.
Can I
But
ask a
they
question?
offer this option. Yes, of course.
What if you uploaded it to your Discord server and like hot-linking it from there?
Discord CDN has blocked that kind of behavior.
Oh, okay.
I tested it earlier to just use the Discord images as links in Tabletop Simulator, and it just didn't work. So you need
Oh, that's a
some
bummer.
place where you can host the cards. But I personally, I love Dexterous. Dexterous is amazing. Because it's so convenient to just place these areas and then just write all the data that you need in there, and change text later and maybe do translations for different cards, and whatnot. So it's super flexible in what you can do. So I wanted to show this.
Very
And I
cool.
hope
Well, thank you, Raps.
guys like do something with it. And that was Rhapsody's 10 minutes showing off little tools before we go home.
I loved it.
No, thank you so much for that.
That actually really interested me, and thank you. I'm going to get off the stage now. Bye.
Okay. Later, Kinky.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
Oh, good. Like, if there's interest for going into detail about these game making things and just doing it together, I would recommend you guys show up to our Wednesdays workshops slash jam sessions on our Nowly Studio server, where everybody brings their own project usually, and we just talk about and help each other, and sometimes we also just hang out. And if you're into games and you want to play games with us in Tabletop Simulator, or sometimes we play Worms or do other stuff, then come by on Thursdays. And if you just want to hang out with us and ask us questions and talk to us, then there is this amazing thing called the show after the show, which will be happening in a few minutes after we close this workshop here.
Yeah,
And that's
the show.
Rhapsody's announcement.
Well, thank you so much, Raps. The show after the show is definitely a fun spot if you want to hop on to a stage and chat with us. It happens right after this stream here, and I hope to see you guys there. You can click on the go to server link or join server in VC text. That will take you directly to the Gnarly Studio server, and you'll be able to hop into the chat there. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for joining and participating throughout this entire stream. I do want to make a note here. My plan while all that was going on was to upload the rest of the cards to Tabletop Simulator and stuff. But while we were watching the Snoopy parade, I got a ping from Imager saying I got banned. I got banned from Imager again. So I won't be able to upload new cards right away. But I will privately host this sort of thing in the future and not run into this problem again. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I just uploaded too quickly or something. Some sort of bot jumped in and said, "Nope, don't like your activity, you're out." So I don't know. But Imager was the wrong choice for the day. But thank you guys so much for being here, and I definitely want to expand on more, but I think this is a good place to stop it here. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Hope to see you at the show after the show, and thank you so much for Kinky and AC for being here with Rhapsody and I as we ramble on about Tabletop Simulator on Black Friday.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. You all have a great night, and see you all next week.